It's Sunday, September 20th, 2020. Back with Sid. We were just down in Newport Beach, Orange County, California. And we had a few minutes. I had some business to take care of earlier today. And we just pulled over in Corona, California, just getting a car wash and having something to eat. And we just thought we'd check in with all of you. And it was interesting today because when we were down in the Newport Huntington Beach area, Sid noticed that the beaches were not very crowded.
Yeah, what I witnessed was not a lot of people out there. It was really slow, plenty of parking. It's just not your average day at the beach.
Yeah, the public parking, there was a lot of empty parking spots. Beautiful day, right around 80 degrees. And it was really kind of quiet. And we went to lunch over at Charles Chicken in Costa Mesa, one of our favorite places, and that is filmed a little bit of that, put it on our Patreon video. But we had lunch there today, and it was dead. And we talked to a couple of the employees there. They just said it's just been dead. And so it's really concerning to be in Orange County. Now look, we were near South Coast Plaza, one of the wealthiest retail shopping malls in the entire country, and it looked fairly busy, but a lot of the parking lot was closed off, empty. I would say that for a Sunday, it might have been at 60% capacity, so way down
less
from
than that.
Yeah, maybe less than that. 50% capacity, way less than a normal Sunday afternoon, that's for sure. So we see places like South Coast Plaza with luxury retail way down. The beaches, Huntington Beach, fairly quiet for a beautiful 80 degree day, very quiet.
And on a weekend, on a Sunday, that's where everybody's off.
But one of the most interesting things, we were down on Harbor Boulevard where they sell all the cars, new and used car lots. What did you interpret from that?
I mean, you can't fit another car in those car lots. It's amazing what's going on out there. This economy is not doing well, and it's obvious with everything going on. We keep repeating the same message about this infection and the way things are going. The jobless numbers are up from Thursday. So
yeah, so we lost another 860,000 jobs last week. And they never talk about that. Another thing is they never talk about the debt, how they're ever going to repay this debt. It's just how much more money does the system need to keep kicking the can down the road. But it was really, coming out to Orange County, where we live in Palm Springs, it's a much smaller area. But when you come out to Orange County and see these massive car lots, new and used, piled up, cars piled on top of cars. So that tells me right there that the economy is not bouncing back like they're telling us. They keep telling us how, the auto sales are picking up, housing sales are picking up. I guess they can tell you anything they want, but I saw a lot of car salesmen sitting out on the lots hoping somebody was going to pull in. And we passed a couple miles of car lots, and they were just buried with cars. And the thing is, I didn't see shoppers. I didn't see people out there kicking the tires, walking around in the car lots. We talked to somebody who said that they're doing loans with 540 FICOs or below, 12-14%. You've got to be absolutely out of your mind to buy a car today and pay 12 or 14%. But there are people buying luxury cars with 540 FICOs, 12-14% interest, just to impress people they don't even know, to impress people they don't even like, to impress people on social media.
Unbelievable what's going on. And we did drive by a couple of lots, and we saw 10 car salesmen standing out there waiting for somebody to come in and get a bite. So.
I wish we had the time to film it, but I had an appointment to go to, and we brought the camera. Just we had a few minutes today, and we're just having a late lunch here, and just kind of wanted to update everybody on what we're seeing here in Southern California, Orange County, California, the land of milk and honey, some call it. But there is no doubt massive money in Orange County, South Orange County. When you get into Newport Beach, Corona del Mar, Laguna Beach, there is some serious money out there.
Where a typical property will run you, $1.5 million easy.
We looked at a tiny little house today that a friend owns, and they're putting it up on the market, and they're going to ask $1.6 million. And this is a little, probably 50-year-old house, small lot with, it looked like an apartment building backed up against the wall to the backyard of this house. Nice house, but $1.6 million. The house is probably 2,400 square feet on a small lot, $1.6 million. And this isn't Beverly Hills. This was in the Costa Mesa area. Nice house, but again, not Beverly Hills, not Bel Air, not Malibu. Costa Mesa, $1.6 million. So it's absolutely insane when you look at some of the housing numbers that we're seeing. But when I just see all the traffic, there was a lot of people out today, walking around in some of these areas. But you just wonder, like, how many people are on borrowed time. And one thing I definitely noticed is when we were driving in to into Orange County today from the desert,
slow,
no traffic.
No traffic at all. And for a Sunday, that's usually a heavy day of traffic.
80 degrees Sunday, not a cloud in the sky. It should have been very busy. So people aren't going places like they once were. I would say traffic was down 40% from 6 months ago. Easily 60%. So people aren't out on a Sunday like they used to be, heading to the beaches with this beautiful weather. So,
and that's what happens when the dollars are buying less, and it's taking more of your dollars to purchase a hamburger, or more dollars to go purchase a taco.
Well, we had lunch today. It was $35 just for lunch at our favorite chicken restaurant. This is nothing fancy. We're eating on a paper plate, sitting outside with a plastic knife and a plastic fork.
Beautiful weather, of course.
$35 for lunch.
75-degree weather. We can't complain.
No, can't complain. And I'm happy we can eat. But $35 for a chicken lunch. Your dollars are buying less and less. So.
And everything's going up on top of that.
Yep. So everything at the mall, everything at the grocery store, everything at the restaurant, your health care, everything continues to go up. So yet they tell us there's no inflation. There will be no inflation, but when I pay $35...
Look at your bills at home. Look at all your bills. I want you all to do this. Research your bills and look at how much more it's costing you to have cable, how much more it's costing you to run electricity.
Yep. $3.14 for the cheapest gas we could find today. So gas now, most places in Southern California, over $3 a gallon for regular. And that's the cheapest, that's ARCO. It's costing more to fill up your car. And, the question is, how much confidence do you have that you're going to have a job 6 months from now, 6 weeks from now, 6 days from now, when we just lost another 860,000 jobs last week? So again, there's a lot of money out there, especially where we were at, the Newport Beach area. A lot of money. The Ferraris are out, the Lambos are out, the Rolls Royces are out. But what is
the 1%?
Yeah, the 1% are out. They are making money hand over fist with these tuned up, artificially injected markets. But we know that all bubbles pop, and that is really, I think, going to be the biggest nightmare here in America. And I think the scariest thing we're ever going to see is when these bubbles begin to pop. Look, the debt is unsustainable. The 1% are making money hand over fist. The 99% are going to pay a severe price. But the 1% were out today, but the 99%, they were not out at the car lots looking at Chevys and Fords. They were not out kicking the tires. They weren't out at the beaches like they once were. So where are they?
Well, we did see the car washes were all busy. So
car washes were busy. But one of our favorite hamburger joints is dead.
Tommy's
this
original
sushi place is dead.
Wow.
The chicken joint we ate at today was dead. So many of these restaurants.
Sad to see these mom and pop shops.
There's one right there. It's not even open. So a lot of restaurants still closed and many barely functioning. and many permanently closed, even in Orange County. And as we're here now in Riverside County, we're in a city called Corona, very nice area. I mean, we're sitting in front
Who's
of
going to foot the bill when the money runs out? You know, that's the question I ask myself all the time. Who's going to pay for everything, for all this? The money's going to run out someday. You know,
yeah, the debts
can't keep going.
You know, when you look at the Federal Reserve now owns 32% of the mortgages out there. If something happens to housing, what happens to the Fed sitting at 32% of this mortgage debt? The $27 trillion of U.S. debt, the unfunded pensions, all of this liability. We see the landlords now having to lose. They're losing properties because their tenants aren't paying, and we have all these moratoriums now on autos, on home mortgages, on rents. Everybody's in some type of moratorium. What happens when the moratoriums end? We're looking at a homeless crisis now because so many people are going to be forced out of their homes at some point at the end of this year. What happens to these people when these moratoriums begin to run out? What happens when the forbearances on home mortgages runs out? Car loans, the forbearances run out. The world is going to look like a much different place. We talked to a truck driver a couple days ago who had about, I don't know, 10 cars on his trailer and said, yeah, some of these are probably repos.
Oh.
So it was a beautiful day today. And again, a lot of beautiful cars out, a lot of people were out driving around, but the malls and the retail little shopping areas and the restaurants were not all that busy. But it was good to see people out at least. The beaches weren't that busy, but it was just good to see people out. Traffic was at a minimum for sure. Did you notice anything else?
I just looked around and I saw a lot of for lease, a lot of for sale, a lot of for rent signs out. It almost looks like everything's being deserted.
Yeah, when
people are getting out.
Yeah, when we came down through the Riverside, San Bernardino area, there was a lot of vacant buildings and a lot of homeless people. And I'm even noticing more vacancies in southern Orange County where the money is. Last time when we were at Newport Beach at Fashion Island, another high-end luxury shopping area, we counted a lot of vacancies there, and you never ever saw one, and we counted double digits. You never years ago ever saw one vacancy there, and now double digits. And so Sid's right. As we were driving from San Bernardino County to Riverside County to Orange County, there were more vacancies than usual, and especially in Riverside and San Bernardino County, they're getting flooded.
And those are businesses that will not return or ever come back.
Yep.
You're talking. Plus, you got the whole shutdown thing with this infection going on. So this is just a recipe for disaster because these notes on all these buildings got to get paid.
Yeah.
These taxes got to get paid.
Yeah.
This is what funds the police. This is what funds the fire department. This is what funds helps funds these pensions.
Yep.
This is all going to be...
So, but I guess more cities will be leasing their streets and selling bonds, and they're going to have to rent their streets back in order to pay for these pension deficits. So it's absolutely incredible the fraud that is going on. Cities creating bonds out of thin air and having these companies come in and buy their streets, create bonds, and then sell these bonds. It's absolutely insane. So they're going to have to pay interest for 25 years in order to pay this money back. It's absolute insanity.
When that tax money ain't there, these people aren't going to have jobs.
So a lot of that will be cities because the cities aren't going to have the tax revenue to pay the garbage man, the police officer, the fireman. Somebody's going to get cut because the revenue is not coming in like it once did. So yeah.
And they'll get letters. They'll get letters in their mail. They won't even be told, sorry, we have to let you go. They're going to get a letter in the mail. When they get that letter, it's going to say, you're on a list of employees that are going to be cut or laid off, or furloughed is the word that they use, furloughed. So that means once you're furloughed, you might be lucky if you ever get called back, but that's not a guarantee.
Yep.
You know,
there's going to be big cutbacks, no doubt about it. And the next letter people will be getting will be from their pensions. When they go, hey, you're getting a 25% pension cut, then it's a 50, and then it's like, hey, your pension just got buried, your SOL. So there's going to be a lot of bad news coming to America, without a doubt. The writing is all over the wall. All you have to do is go out. Yes, there are people out driving around. They're at the car wash. But let me tell you, the money is not flowing like it once did. People are getting very worried, and they are tightening up, no doubt, on the spending. The credit cards are getting tapped out. You know, $600 bonuses went to $300 bonuses. That's if you even get a $300 bonus. The second wave of stimulus, nowhere to be seen. Now they're saying we may not even see it. Sid, I'm going to leave it right there. What is your closing statement on the stimulus checks? Congress cannot come together on these stimulus checks.
It's got to be done. You know, if the money doesn't show up, you know, if I see people riot, I don't know. I'm not going to make that prediction, but there could
put people
be
in a bad situation.
It could be chaotic if, you know, at home.
So no job, checking account wiped out, and no stimulus. It's going to be really bad for a lot of people. And I know there will be people that write in and go, hey, it's great in my town. Mayberry's doing well. The car lots are busy. You know, everybody's got a job here in Mayberry, and that's great. And God bless you if you live in Mayberry and everything is okay. But we're talking about the big picture here. There are 30 to anywhere as high as 50 million people out of work right now.
We also saw the RV lots. We saw tons of inventory. Like, you can't even squeeze another RV on a lot either. So,
but they tell us that RV sales are booming, but the RVs are sitting everywhere. We didn't see anybody walking the lots. It looked like a ghost house. So, you know, you basically have to think for yourself, are things really that good? Is the economy, as well as they're telling you, is employment 8.4% like they're telling you? Is your dollar as strong as they're telling you? Is your bank as strong as they're telling you? And look, if you believe all that is true, if you believe all of it is doing well, you know, continue to invest in the stock market, continue to accumulate paper. Me, on the other hand, I'm doing the opposite. I'm going to continue to buy gold, buy silver, stack cash. Also, I'm looking at mining stocks right now. A little risky, but there are a couple good ones out there. I'll do another video on that. But you know, it's all about diversification, and maybe that's cryptocurrencies, maybe that's mining stocks, maybe that's gold, maybe that's silver, maybe that's cash, maybe that's security, food, water, property, a farm, cattle, a garden. It could be whatever works for you. But we're talking financially. That's where I'm putting my money.
hey guys, we're gonna close it out right here. Everyone stay blessed, keep preparing, say your prayers, and most importantly, walk close to God, and have a nice week and a nice work week if you're working.
Yeah, if you're blessed and working, thank God tonight you have a job. And you know, there's a lot of people out there who are very blessed that don't thank God and take it for granted. Again, if you had a couple meals today, if you have a roof over your head,
blessed.
if you're able to have a glass of water,
you
are blessed. And you need to get on your hands and knees and thank God tonight for what you have, because you are so blessed. The rest of there's millions, billions of people in this world who would trade with you in a heartbeat. So you are 100% blessed. You may not have the biggest house or the nicest car. Maybe your friends have a better, bigger house, a better, nicer car. But you're blessed. You're breathing today. You're able to watch this video on your phone or your computer. You're blessed. So have a phenomenal week. Make sure that you're using situational awareness. Things are getting very chaotic out there.
Train hard, stay sharp.
Absolutely.
Watch your six.
Talk to you soon.